That wasn't a good start, was it? Excuse me. Hi everybody, good evening. It's currently 11:05 at night on the 5th of November. I'm going to say what day am I trying to think of. I've got my poor... Well, she's actually settled down now. For the last 2 nights, I thought we were going to lose my dog because of the fireworks. Now, I'm jumping on to discuss some of the things, obviously, I've seen on a certain channel about that baby has been named, and yep, baby has been named. And when I was watching said person, Dave didn't have a clue what on earth I was going on about with the second name. I call it a middle name, but I don't know. He didn't have a clue. So when I started spitting it out and he went, what? And I said, just ignore me because I get too engrossed and I start, if I'm watching an horror film and all like that, I'm like, go on, get running. So obviously we'll skip bits and it goes, her name is Aurora, and I'm going to pronounce the last one wrong, Aurora Bella something Ingham. I don't know why I can't pronounce that one. I can pronounce everything. And that one is not sticking to me. What is it? Aurora Bella is a not is a V. Is a whatever. Yeah. I'm not going to rattle my brain because I can't seem to get that one stuck in my head. So, obviously, when Dave's looking at me and I went, no way, he's going, what? I said, well, allegations came out, and I were a pretty avid watcher then and stuff. The allegations came out and I said, let's put it this way, there wasn't just one and there was another one, and I don't know how many more, but I said Bella was one of the ones who he asked to drop towel for in a thing. And there were messages from Chris to her. And then she went public with it. So I think he twigged on what I was saying. Because Dave has never, ever liked him. Never has, never will. And when I heard that second name, I thought, holy Jesus, really? You are giving your baby the name of somebody you have been wanting to try and get into bed? What other way can I put it? What other way can I put it? If she'd have been, and she were old enough, obviously, if she'd have been up for it, then you don't know, do you? You just can't say. But I think I was smacked. I don't know. This is me, my opinion yet again. I don't think Sarah wanted some of them names. Aurora, I'll agree. But the Bella or the other one I can't pronounce, I don't think she wanted them. I do believe she might have wanted something else. And like they said, they've had arguments, but not really. They've had banter and this, that, and other. Or whatever they say. I think there's been a lot of back and forth with this little baby's name. And to be perfectly honest, excuse me. Sarah. Sarah should have had what she wanted, not let Chris have what he wanted. Now, fair enough. Us women have to carry and have natural births and also have C-sections. 3 natural, 3 C-sections I've had. And then my tubes were tied, done with. Would I have loaded another one? Yeah. But what had happened with the last 2 prior to then Zane, aka Troy, being born, there were a lot of problems, and I'm not going to go through that again. He was a miracle anyway, so I wasn't going to go through it again. And I just said, yeah, do them. Obviously, I had to sign. I can't just say, yeah, do them. I've got to sign. Did I regret that decision? No, I did not regret that decision. So, with my children, I didn't always know back what I was having. Back then, you wasn't able to be told what you were having. So I'd always go, well, if it's a boy and if it's a girl. And I'd already done this by, 16 week, 18 week, whatever. And I'd have a name, simple as, there'd be a name there, waiting. Even when we were able to find out after Amy passing, and were able to find out, I'd already had names. I wasn't waiting while they were born. They were already named, even though there wasn't here. I'd had a miscarriage. And, 13, 14 weeks, the baby had a name. Not going to say the name, but the baby had a name. And that's where, obviously, I was told I couldn't have any more. And then, miracle happened. It was a pain in my proverbial sometimes. But, I've always had the names there. With Dave, with Zane, aka Troy, I says to Dave, if it's a girl, you can have the name. If it's a boy, I get my way. We got in there. I don't know if I've said this before. When we got in there, I was being scanned, and she went, it's a girl. I went, you've got your way. Savannah Rose. Savannah Rose and Parkinson. And then she went, wait a minute. Now, I wasn't looking at the screen. I wasn't looking. She went, no, sorry, it's not a girl, it's a boy. It moved, and you could, bits. I went, I think Dave were just like, oh, and it came about, Troy got his. I might have said this, High School Musical, Zac Efron, but Troy we went with, actually, I'm not going to say his full name. I think I've said it before. It's not important. I mean, it's important to us, and he has changed it. Well, he has changed his name. Thank God I hadn't depolled it, because he's had this name for a while now. But he has recently said to us he might go back to Troy. So I'm not depolling until he's 100% set on what he wants. He's at that age now, he's nearly 14. He's up yonder above me, and he's only not 14 yet. I mean, I'm just a shrimp of the house, that's it, it's that simple. So, I've never stopped my children in any way doing what they wanted to do with the names or anything like that. In fact, he's the first one what's ever come to me and said, I don't like Troy. I'm like, what? I gave you that name. Can I be called something else? And I thought, you choose what you want to be. So that's how we've ended up with Zane Parkinson. Minus the middle name, but I think I might have mentioned it. there's something else. Excuse me. Do I think, again, my opinion, everyone has their own. Do I think Chris is always manipulating Sarah into getting his way? Yes, very much so. Very much so. And I think now she's worried if she sets one foot out of line, that he's going to go doobie-doobie-doobie-doobie-doo to whoever he can find in that, way. So I think now, I've always thought of that anyway, from since I've been watching Said Person anyway. It don't hit you until later. So I do think he's very manipulative towards Sarah, maybe towards the girls, etc. It's what you don't see off camera, what he's wearing. On camera you see plenty. Off camera you don't see nothing. It's that simple. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes, I was going to say, behind the doors when that camera goes off. Now, I'm going to skip to then. They'd been out Halloweening, etc., etc. No, I do not agree. I don't know anybody, by the way, who does Halloween in the morning. No, I don't know anybody who does that. Halloween is a nighttime thing. Me or Dave will take Zane, go around everywhere, not everywhere, around neighbourhoods and stuff. He'll get sweets. He has I don't know where it's gone, it's so true. He has a bucket thing like that. And a lot of people know him already. So he does get sweeties and stuff. Half the time he won't eat them. He's not a sweetie person. I think he just likes going out. And to be honest, I don't think he'd be bothered if he didn't get any sweets. He's not a sweetie person. He's very funny in what he eats and stuff. He will definitely won't touch anything sour or sweets. Even I don't like that. He likes Haribos, but he won't eat certain things in Haribos. So, when he has been Halloweening, he'll come home and he'll go, look what I've got. I always check. I do like to empty and check. You don't know who's out there. And half the time I'll leave it. He might have a few and won't bother. And then it's, do you want these? I'm like, oh, Jesus. We only got 6. None of this street, apart from one, decorated this year. And even we decorate. And I think that's the only reason I got 6. And we rushed to buy sweets and I bag them up, etc. So there's a big bag. I don't know where it's gone, but there is a bag of sweets backed up. I did have music on. I was trying to see parents coming up road and that. When I'd go out and I'd go, boo, and they'd come, and that was at 6. He'd gone out. I wasn't decorating. There were a lot of people what weren't doing it this year, to be honest. And, it's coming up to Christmas, cost of living. Everybody's finding it difficult. We're certainly finding a lot of things difficult. I'm not going to go into situations as to what, but we are certainly finding things difficult. But then back to the house. And he's saying he's watched this movie every Halloween. I think he says he'd watch this movie every Halloween. I think he's trying getting Sarah on board to watch it before, if I'm correct, rather. And she hasn't wanted to watch it or anything like that. So he pops up with the original Jamie Lee Curtis Halloween. I know them all. Me and Dave are very, very avid horror fans. And I mean horror fans. We love... Is it weird that we love horror? I don't think so. You know, there's a lot of people who love horror films. They are films at the end of the day. It's not real. They're just films. Real life events upset me, yes. But these are films. Now, he's then mentioning the youngest are watching it. And then obviously you've got Isabel. She's old. Not old enough, sorry. Esme, nearly went wrong way around. She's 14, I think. And Isla, I don't know if Isla's 11 or 12. I'm not 100% sure. These films are not PG, are not parental guardian. They've got rates on them for reasons. Ratings, you know, age ranging things. They've got them on there for reasons. You know, we've watched the Halloweens, we've watched the Jasons, we've watched Freddy's, we've watched Screams. There's another one coming out, spoiler alert. And then obviously we watch what keeps popping out, and some can be a bit boring, it'll say horror, and I generally go by what other people have said, maybe on IMDb and stuff like that. And if I like it, I'll watch it. If I don't like it, it's like, that's it, off. And when he said that, I was like, what the are you doing letting your... I'm going to go with 11. Someone can correct me. And your 14-year-old watch Halloween for. Halloween is Jamie Lee Curtis, and it's classed as, in the first one, the boogeyman, which is Michael Myers. And as the mask thing, whatever you want to call it. What's his name's in it? He's dead. Oh, that didn't sound nice, did it? He's passed away now. Dr. Loomis. I don't know his actual name. I can't think of his real name. Now that's peeing me off and all because I normally know it. But he passed away anyway. Not millions of years ago, but they did manage to get inserted into another one, meaning the thingy him into, like they do with Paul Walker. So Isla has always been, to me, a nervous child, a very nervous child from what I've picked up on. And I don't know when it was, but Isla was going through quite a bad stage of terrors and stuff and things like that. And it was never said if they had sought therapy for her, if they had sought any professional help for her to try and overcome whatever was going on. Now, sitting there saying, two of your underage children who are under the age of 18 are watching Halloween is a big safeguarding issue there. Big. Now, does Zane know Halloween? Stuff like that? Yes. He's played Minecraft. And on Minecraft, I'm going to try and explain it, but I don't know because I don't play games. on Minecraft, I think you can make your own worlds, you can do whatever. And that's how he learnt about Michael, Freddy, Jason. But he don't know what the film consists of, as in the actual films, if that makes any sense. He don't know what's in there. He knows it's horror. He knows that. He's never asked us once to watch an horror movie. Not once. And if he did, no, I think it would freak the heck out of him. He did mention Chucky, and I'm not about the Chucky original, like Child's Play. That was Child's Play, sorry. They did fetch a Chucky series out. Not sure if it was last year or year before. And I've not watched all the Child's Play ones. I've watched so many, then it went into, it just got boring. And he did ask, and I said, do you know what Chucky is? He went, yeah. He said, he repeated the, hi, I'm Chucky. I'm your best friend. Adios, ha ha ha. And he'd seen it in a shop that we go to. And he wanted it for Christmas last year. And I went, you're not having that. I said, that will freak you out. I said, and you'll be covering it up or putting it in my room. Me, I'm not bothered, he could put it in my room. If that went off and malfunctioned through night, my son would go loopy. So we went, no. So he did ask if he could watch, and I said, I'd check what it was. The age were, I don't know what the age was for the actual TV series. And I said, you do know Chucky's a bad guy in the series and the films. He's a bad guy who went into a doll. And he went, yeah. I said, you do know there's some nasty scenes? And he went, no. So that put me straight there. I thought, you're not watching it. When you're old enough to watch it, you can watch it if you want to. He's not 14. He's never watched an horror. He's not said to us, can I watch an horror movie with you or anything like that. And if we're watching something that's that bad, I normally watch on my phone anyway, I would have my headset on. In fact, where is that? Oh, it's over there. It's over there. I would have my headset on so he could not hear what was going on in movies, because, you know, these somewhat are quite, yeah. No, that's a big major flag for me, because Isla is very, I don't know with Isla, but someone points out to me that she's very insecure. There's something going on with her. I can't pinpoint as to what would be going on with her, but she shouldn't have been not watching that. Nor should Esme. Even though Esme looks more grown up now and she's, doing things that I wouldn't even let my 14-year-old daughter do, and acting like she does on a certain place, what should be private. She's still too young herself, and they should have been either in a different room or upstairs in their own rooms doing whatever they wanted to do. I do know Isla likes a lot of sleepovers with Esme, and Esme does bribe Isla to do things, to get her to do things so she can have that sleepover. So there is something seriously going on wrong there. Because that girl, as I see it, I don't think she's got autism. And Zane does. I don't know. I can't say. I'm not a CAMS person or like that. But she's got something going on, and that needs to be addressed. Then parents, Chris and Sarah, should both be picking up that Isla is not, I can't say not all there, that's a child. What's the right word to use, Mandy? No. It's going to sound wrong if I say it that way. Probably not at the right mental age. And if that sounds wrong to anybody, I do apologise. I couldn't think of a word what to say. I just see things when said person's putting things up, and I'm thinking something's not right. As for other girl, Esme, I don't want to slander. I don't want to, I don't want to speak badly about her, but she's acting very, is it provocative? Provocative. Is that the right word? Someone comment if I've got that wrong. Provocative in Insta videos that is out there for people to see. And there was one where, I don't know which one it was. I think it would all to do with Taylor Swift. There was Isla on the steps. I don't know which steps it was, but she was sort of laid on her side, I think, on the steps. And it wouldn't have taken much imagination with one of them people to think, and I thought, what the duck, because I really want to swear, what the duck are you letting your daughters do? Or why is Isla doing that when she shouldn't be? And why is Esme expressing herself in an unnecessary way, as in the thing she's doing on that thing. No, it's not natural. Fine if she's just giving facial things to people, etc. like that, but it's not natural to have it out there publicly when there's so many predators out there. I watch things and stuff like that. And by God, what I'd want to do to them. Yeah, you're not allowed to put them in chats, by the way. If you do, you get banned. So you've got to be very careful with your wordings if you watch them. And I watch quite a few of them. Oh, and I'm not even going to say on there what I'd like to do. But there's a lot out there, let's put it this way. And Chris or Sarah fine, she's got the new baby. But even both of them should be watching what them children are getting up to. Not leaving them to their own device and doing things like that and then uploading. And yet again, I'm not picking. Esme's then getting her attitude. All right, she's 14, teenager. He's got attitude. Well, he's not here. I don't know why I'm pointing that way. He's upstairs in bed. Probably not asleep yet, but he has attitude. But she's giving the attitude vibe off. And if someone don't like it, she's going back at him with quite rude comments, to be honest. So who the heck is she picking that up from? Who? I'm going to go back with Chris. Chris needs to man up, be the man he's supposed to be for his children, and teach them right from wrong. Then children are missing out on a lot of stuff. They should not have to be together to play or or whatever with each other. Like, you've got Jason Mila. Apparently they've got a great bond. You've got Esme and Isla. Apparently they've got a great bond. Isabel's now sort of moving away from situations, and I do hope she realises one day and flocks the nest. But seriously, you're just going to let them in an house and let them entertain each other. That is not normal. They need socialising with other kids their own age. Hello, Mika. And then I'm skipping a bit here now, aren't I, as well? Then when that was it. Anyway, there's another bit. When Chris said, and Sarah said, I think it was definitely Chris, that they was going to get that baby, their passport. I just saw that, I'm looking at Mika. Baby girl, her passport. She shouldn't be going anywhere yet. If they're going abroad, she should not be going anywhere yet. Not in my opinion. They are risking their newborn to whatever diseases where they go. She will have not had her first vaccine, if I work it out. She would not have had her first vaccination yet. Well, actually, it's not just one. You get quite a few stuck in you now. She wouldn't have had that yet for any protection whatsoever against whatever they've updated with now. They've all changed. All mine have always been vaccinated, and before they've even been swimming when they were younger, they were fully vaccinated before I'd let them go swimming. I mean, not on their own, obviously the babies, but they've always been vaccinated. Zane is not a swimmer. He's not, but still vaccinated. They should not be taking that baby away. In my opinion, yet again, this is my opinion only, how I'm thinking, and why they always wanting to go on the run. They've got that big house. They're never in there. They're never there. They're always on the go. Fine, they've got the money to, etc. But what is stopping them from staying in the house? Because something's stopping them. What else would it? Also, the one where Chris said Sarah's done it and not uploaded it, I don't know. The birth experience and stuff and what other things. I don't think they're done having babies. Nope. She can get her tubes untied. Not yet. They won't do it yet. And even though it's been signed, she only has to pay privately. Even NHS would probably do it. But privately, and them tubes can be untied back to normal, and she could get pregnant again. And I think it's going to go that way. She never wanted them tying. She didn't want them tying. And she did say things are going to stay private. Some of the things are going to stay private. I'm like, what? Seriously? No, else is. Get it out there. Speak your mind. I mean, me, if anyone's got something to say to me, I've now just spit it out. Say what you've got to say. Get it out there, Mandy, and come back at me and speak to me. Simple as. I definitely think they're not done. I think there's plans there, or there's been talk, as to they're not finished. And if anything, I think Chris is going to be the one who's pushed this. Pushed this because he's always seen Sarah when she's pregnant as gorgeous and complimented her and stuff like that. And majority of other times there's no compliments or like that. It's simple as. But I think she's going to go and have that done. Not yet, like I say. Like I say, not yet. She won't be able to. But we shall watch this space. Now, when I say this space, I mean we could be talking 2 years on. If they're still on YouTube. If. Because there needs to be some concern out there now for the children. The children. I am not saying take the channel down or anything, but they need to be careful putting things out there, and especially when they mention all of their children's names, full names, which I think they've done before anyway, and they're mentioning their children's full names out there for everybody to hear what they're called. Now, I can't, and I remember Isabel, Summer, whatever, Ingham, Isla, Esme, Savannah, Summer, whatever. And I can't remember, really. I can't remember the rest. It's not for me to remember. They're not my children. I think I might have said this previously, if any of my children know that they've been in trouble when they were younger, people say they don't use the second name, I would go, James! And they knew they were in trouble. Like with, he's not in there, him up there. Zane! And they'd be like, oh, what have I done? Not bad, not bad, but that's when they knew they'd done something. Or Olivia, and I'd always use, and I still do that, even with Dave ain't called Dave, is David, but I'd go, he knew he'd be in trouble because I'd go, David, and he'd be like, oh, that's my Sunday name. And then as soon as he'd go, Amanda, and I'd be like, oh, what have I done? Don't use that name on me. I'd be going, I don't like that name. Mandy, not that name. Yeah, but you've done. It's actually quite funny the way we do stuff, by the way. He's only 3 of us left in house, so it can be funny. I mean, we're not normal. What's normal? We're not normal. But going back on that, I know this is a long one and I've sort of got mixed up in it all, and I tend to go back and then think and then go forward. So hopefully you've understood everything I've said. But I'm going to be watching said person. I don't think it'd happen yet, but I do believe there's going to be another Ingham at some point. On that note, my chickens, don't know where I've got that from. My lovelies, chickens, lovelies. I mean, I'm vegetarian, not chickens, my lovelies. It is now, excuse me, 11:45 at night. Hopefully the fireworks have damn well stopped. I am not going to bed yet because, like I say, you probably can tell, I can't see nothing when I do this, by the way. There somewhere or wherever. Maybe put my glasses back on, I can't see a thing. There and there, I am not getting no sleep. I get at least 2 hours, which is very unhealthy. I know it is, but I just cannot drift off to sleep. I'm even thinking about sleeping pills, but I don't want to be taking some of that. I don't know. It's not healthy that I'm only getting 2 hours anyway. But on that note, my lovelies, I hope you have, if you've had a bonfire or you've been to a display, etc., I hope you have had a brilliant night. I don't agree with it anymore, just for the fact that the dogs that I've seen, with fireworks and stuff, she's settled at the minute. She will come to bed with me as always. But with cats also, things can go wrong. All my cats have been in. In fact, one kitten's just got up work top. Well, she don't look like a kitten, but she's just got up on top. But I hope you've had a wonderful weekend, everybody. This is my stance, whatever you want to call it, opinions on what's being said on said channel, etc. I don't watch them no more, but I do watch the channel. And that's where I'm getting everything from, in other words. Or else I won't know nothing. Like I say, that person got their opinions, and I think they're funny. And obviously I've got my opinions, and then there's somebody out there who I haven't watched yet, won't mention name. I've not watched that person's opinions either, but it has popped up. But I will watch them. I don't know who to mention and who not to mention, because they might get offended by me mentioning them. But they've been on YouTube quite a long time. So I am going to go off. I don't know when I'll be putting this up. But like I say, it's the 5th of November still. And I am now going to go back to watching something on Netflix, and I can't remember what it's called. Midnight Summit, maybe. I haven't got a clue. But Dave did get me, I don't even know where it's gone. Where the heck did he put it? Oh, it's over there. The Britney Spears hardback book, which is all to do with things and the what was she in? Conservatorship. With father and that lot. And what it's done and stuff like that. I'm also going to get the Matthew Perry. Rest in peace, Matthew Perry, a.k.a. Chandler Bing in Friends. I am going to get that one. It is £25. I've been trying to get hold of Waterstones to see if they've got it in there. I do know it's going out pretty fast because of all Friends fans. I didn't watch everything to do with Friends, but, it did pass away, and we're just waiting for autopsy. I don't think it was just a drowning, so my opinion yet again. Anyway, I'm waffling on like I always do. It is now nearly 45 minutes I've been waffling on. So I'm going to go. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. If you can help anybody, take care. And I don't know when I'm back because I just come on randomly. So you'll see me at some point. Okay, guys. Love you all. Night.